Hello, makers and artists of Go Imagine. I want to jump in real quick today just to discuss a little bit of what happened yesterday with Etsy increasing their fees by 1.5%. Now, for those who don't know me, my name is John Lincoln. I am the founder of Go Imagine, and I thought it'd be good just to collectively discuss what this means, what our emotions say, and what is everyone's thoughts around Etsy increasing their fees. Let me start by saying that at Go Imagine, we are big supporters of Etsy. Everything Etsy has done over the course of decades to help makers and artists make a living online has been incredible. And Etsy continues to be a fantastic place for makers and artists to sell their goods. Now, that doesn't mean we don't understand why makers are upset, right? Every time Etsy increases their fees and every time they take a little bit bigger of a chunk of the money, it can be frustrating. And I think even more so for the makers that have been around Etsy for a long time, people are getting upset that Etsy has also changed from being a community marketplace into more of a corporate marketplace, as I would call it, which is not unusual, right? Etsy has gone public. Etsy's on Wall Street, and their primary motive is to make the most money they can for their shareholders. That is just the world that the Wall Street corporations live in. Now, that is not meant to say that makers and artists also can't succeed and make a lot of money on Etsy. You can. And I would advise a lot of makers to not leave Etsy, but rather change your mindset on your relationship with Etsy, right? And the reason I say that is because as a handmade business, a lot of makers and artists fall more into the handmade world and not in the business world. But Etsy is business. And the way we should all work with Etsy is through that business lens. And that's where Go Imagine comes in. And how Go Imagine's goals are very different than Etsy's goals. At Go Imagine, you already know our goal is not to bring in venture capitalists and big investors and try and grow bigger and bigger for our investors, but rather create a community of makers all earning an income together, with also taking those profits that we earn from transaction fees and helping children in need. And that's why I truly believe there was a place in this world for both Etsy and Go Imagine. I don't consider Etsy a competitor of Go Imagine. I consider Etsy and Go Imagine supplements to each other. And together, Etsy and Go Imagine giving makers what they want from the handmade and the business side. Now, on Go Imagine, of course, makers are making money. As we continue to grow, we are bringing more and more buyers. We are advertising the best we can, and we are driving business to makers to try and help them earn an income. But, of course, a lot more income right now can be made on Etsy. So in my mind, I would look at what happened yesterday and look at the direction of Etsy, and then look at Go Imagine and realize that between the two, we can provide hopefully makers everything that they're looking for. On Etsy's side, you can post products, let them sit, put in your SEO, make the pictures nice, and let them draw buyers to you. But on the Go Imagine side, yes, you can make money with us, but hopefully we're providing more than just the money. We at Go Imagine want to provide the community. We want to make people realize that it's not just about the money, but also about the art, also about the love and care and effort that goes into making each product. And that's why we are working hard to build up the community aspects of Go Imagine. That's why we are leaning in harder towards handmade with our maker challenges and our featured shops of the month. That's also why we want to create tools for our sellers like Mosaic that help you brand yourself and sell more through your own self-promotion. And yes, keep our fees low so that when you do promote and bring buyers in, you're keeping more of your money. So as everyone can be a little frustrated with Etsy, and I again totally understand why, I think collectively we should just look at this as an opportunity to decide what we want Go Imagine to be that will be the counterbalance to what Etsy is. And between the both, as a handmade community, we get everything we want. Um, but this is a personal decision for every maker on your reason for joining every platform you join. Every maker, when they join a platform, needs to think towards what they're looking to do in their lives. Now, some makers are making a full time living off it, and that means figuring out the best strategy to make the most money possible. And that means being on Etsy, Amazon Handmade, having their own website, being on goimagine and promoting and getting more sales in through different avenues, which is fantastic. And I do believe goimagine with Mosaic is a portion of that overall business strategy for makers to make the most money. Now, for some makers, it's not just about making the most money. It's because you had a call to be a handmade artist. It's something you enjoy. You want to make money off it, but maybe not as much as possible because you might have another job, and it's more of a way for you to, make money while having a hobby, which is fantastic. And that's where goimagine can also fit into your world, where we can draw some business to you and you can get some sales and be part of that handmade community that you really have been looking for. So, I guess I'm just jumping in here for no other reason than to say that we hear you at goimagine. We understand the frustration that can happen when Etsy changes their policies. But I would just urge everybody to take a step back and look at this not through the lens of what Etsy's doing, but look at it through the lens of what you want. And what are you doing in your life and in your business to get what you want? And hopefully that means that goimagine fills a void to give you what you want in terms of not just income, but a community of artists working together, also to help children in need while you cross post on Etsy to earn as much money as possible. So thank you all for being a part of our mission. I really hope you like the direction we're taking things. We have some very exciting things on the docket that are being developed with goimagine, and I appreciate your support of our mission to help children in need through handmade. So I will talk to you all later. Thanks. Bye.